working.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Indie Film Cafe. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody. I'm here with...
Polly Presenza, known as the Moo Cow. Moo.
And I'm also with...
Catherine Goodson, known as Catherine Goodson.
All right. And we are here to talk about Slimoids. Slimoids is a Canadian film. Also, I guess Canadian/American film done by Sebastien Godin.
Bunch of hosers.
Yeah, Sebastien Godin is the writer and director, and produced by Dustin Hubbard,
Yay.
who we are friends with. So Paul and I both know Dustin, and I know Seb, and we wanted to check this movie out. You can see it on DVD right now. If you wanted to go and buy it, you can buy it from their company. Hopefully by the end of this review, you'll be interested in buying it because you'll hear how crazy it is and wacky and just weird. It is a weird movie, isn't it?
It's a weird movie.
Yeah. It's
With lots of puppets. We love the puppets.
It's almost a What the Fuck Friday, but not really. You know, it doesn't go that far into it, so I was like thinking about it.
It treads the line.
It treads
walks
the line.
very finely.
Yes, it's almost a What the Fuck Friday, but it's a great kind of really campy. If you like Ghoulies or you like Critters or Gremlins, those kind of
Anything with puppets.
puppets. It's like Continuity Monkey right here. You know,
Continuity Monkey Massacre. That's what we're doing right now.
I'm dying from. That's pretty much.
That was a
That was
little
it.
overacting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. You should more like when you're dying from being killed by a
Oh, that's true. I have to go.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just have to go.
Yeah,
Like
that's the Muppet killing face.
Oh,
apparently.
well, we're going to talk about that a little bit. So the story.
Tail in the mouth.
The storyline is basically, I guess there's this research facility that's happening
Research.
with, they're doing scientific research on, not on humans originally. That was not the plan. They were doing other stuff. And then one of the researchers, I guess, went on their own thing and started doing researches on humans. And
She was not a happy researcher.
and turned these.
Or she was very happy.
You can tell because
She
she
was
had the mask
very
over.
unhappy. Well, they explained that while they were doing good things for people and humanity, she was doing bad things because she doesn't like people.
She doesn't like people, but she loves her puppets. So
She loves her
turns-
puppets.
She does.
So
loves
she
the
turns
puppets.
these humans into puppets, and they go on a rampage, killing the other people in the research group. I don't know why. I mean, I guess that's just so they don't
She
get
doesn't like them.
doesn't like them or doesn't want to them to tell on her or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Doesn't want to kind of get ratted on.
I guess she's getting rid of anybody who knows about the stuff that she's done, the twisted, horrible, evil puppet things that she's done.
Yes.
And she experimented on humans. She made them drink various flavors of Kool-Aid, and it turned them into puppets, as you do.
Right, because that happens.
Of course.
Right.
Happened to me
And
just yesterday.
That's what happens when you drink Kool-Aid.
I got better.
so who is this? Which human is that?
It's the monkey.
All right. So anyway, so basically, then you have these two detectives. One guy is we
Very
keep saying,
intense.
Yeah, very intense. We kind of think of him as like a constipated Danny DeVito. I don't know. I should have said that.
Oh.
Trench coat guy.
We loved him though. He was
He was humorous. He was extremely humorous. That's like, you need to go into this movie realizing it's gonna be funny. Like,
Yes.
it's gonna be funny, and it definitely delivers.
Silly and funny.
Yeah,
His expressions were just classic.
yeah,
You
like,
know.
It was great. I can't even do justice.
yeah.
We all tried to do our own little versions,
Yeah.
and we can't.
And we're not gonna do it on camera.
You know,
'cause
no.
And the man puts away some wine. I guess it's a Canadian thing. There's
Yeah.
Canadians, they like to drink.
Yes.
They play hockey, they eat poutine, and they drink.
They drink wine.
Putin.
But the other guy had like shots or something like later.
Yeah,
They
somebody did
had
have
carrying
shots.
it in his pockets,
Yeah.
Right.
as you do,
As cops do, right? Like that's what cops do all the time.
in
so.
Canada. Well, they're
In Canada.
weird people in Canada.
But these two
They're so
detectives.
nice, though. love Canadians. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Butterflies.
So these detectives are basically looking for for these creatures, but they don't know about them yet or anything.
But they find them.
They find them eventually, and everything. So they're looking for him. They come across this one guy who's like this brother of the leader of the group, and basically he's trying to get to the bottom of everything too. So they all go on their way, and just. I don't want to give the whole story away, basically.
Spoilers.
But, yeah, sorry, but basically it's a whole movie about the creatures are going after them and trying to kill them.
Rampaging puppets.
Yeah, I definitely think it's worth watching. I
And
mean, it's an interesting storyline. First of all, like it's not something I've seen before, and secondly, it really was like humorous. Like I think he was trying to be. Like humorous, and it was interesting.
And the puppets are kind of cool, to be
Yeah.
honest. They have the different colors. Like there's a hand puppet, literally. That's
And they're
one
all different,
color,
too.
And there's a green one. There's we called him Kermit.
Explain the hand puppet. So because you say literally, but
Right.
yeah, it was a hand.
Right. So it's like a hand with like a horrible, creepy, toothy mouth in the middle, and
There's a
sometimes you could tell like the puppets are being sort of manipulated by a hand up their butts. Off camera. Other times they look like they're sort of animated on their own. You get to see them walking around, which is kind of weird. I was kind of like, wait a second, how are these puppets getting to and fro to kill things? But then they show them, and then they're like showing them, moving around and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
It was pretty neat.
There's definitely a lot of deaths too. I know a lot of people are like super into that. So like, if you like the death count, there was a lot of deaths.
If you like to see puppets killing people, and who doesn't?
I mean,
You'll
I've
like
been
this.
waiting for Kermit to kill people for years. So
Three-eyed Kermit was definitely yeah.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite guy.
Yeah, I think he was mine too. Actually, now that I think about it.
I mean, the hand. The hand was cool.
The hand was cool, and it was purple, right? It was a purple hand.
Purple hand of death.
The blue one was kind of cute too, but he wasn't like as. I don't know. The other two, I think, had more of a personality and stuff. I would have loved to have seen more from the creatures, like some more of their, like them doing stuff, like.
Well, you got to see them vomit
like
all over people's faces.
Showing like their persontality somewhat. Like,
yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool, actually.
You got to see them do
For the
money
sequel.
shots on these poor actors.
They were
multicolored
100%
vomit.
doing money shots on the
Yeah,
actors.
if you like gore, if you like slime, if you like icky, gross, disgusting kinds of stuff, you'll like this because there's all kinds of multicolored goo and slime in this.
And there's different characters. I mean, it didn't feel like because it's sort of a shorter feature.
It is short.
It's like 41 minutes long, so like.
Which is just right. I'm glad they didn't try to push it.
Yeah, and I think that's why it is that short.
You
is
didn't
because
want an hour and a half, Slimoids?
I think she could have survived.
I'm just saying, there's some I've known some directors, there's no names, but I've known some that like they feel the need to like get it to like a certain time, and so they will like push it and add stuff in.
Well,
that by the end of it you're just like, God,
you're
does
right.
this need to be in
That's
here?
one thing I can say about this film is that there's no filler. There's no
absolutely
extra
not.
bickering or scenes that are just kind of extraneous and pointless and they're just there to pad things out.
Yeah. Every scene actually connected to the movie itself and didn't feel like it was kind of forced in there because I don't know how to, like filler. I don't know how to, what to do with this. So, including, there was a scene at a bar, with Seb himself, in it and everything. And I thought that was actually a pretty cool, like, little thing, like, where it went to the detective, where you meet the detective for the first time.
Trenchcoat guy.
Yeah, trenchcoat guy. And he was talking about how he was just, like, frustrated with his job. Because mainly he's getting cats out of trees, apparently.
You know what? That was
Dogs
foreshadowing, and it didn't even hit me. That, like, he wants this, and he gets it. And it's like,
he finally gets what he wants.
He gets something,
that's why
for
you
sure.
you got to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly.
You got to
You
pump it up the
100%
spout.
got it.
He's like, hey, I want, excitement and adventure, and then he gets that call.
He got it. So as an actress, I have to give a shout out to Chris and Tyler because y'all did such a great job.
Explain who
ever
Tyler
watched
is,
this.
because Chris is the other detective.
Yeah,
the
Chris
guy-
is the other detective, and like he had some really strong acting skills. I was super impressed with that. And then Tyler was he was so like funny, like he was his just own character, and I loved it. And like nothing really felt forced.
Was
with
he the guy with the
either of them.
coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the guy with the coffee
yeah.
later, and like he was just I don't know those
And
two.
he did that whole thing with the tea water. He's like,
Yeah, it was just like weird and creepy, and like I bet he'd be really fun to be on set with.
apparently
Yeah.
that's a Canadian
So-
thing. We're not quite sure.
we're not
south
sure.
of the border what that really means,
Yeah.
but we did
Maybe
notice
it's one
it.
of those
and
like
we're
if you don't
okay,
drink all
that's
the coffee,
kind of
you have to
odd.
pour it out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But he just kept pouring out, and then she kept looking at him.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, because he offered him coffee and he didn't want it, and so then he's like pouring out the rest of it. So I'm almost wondering if that's the Canadian thing is like if you don't, you have to
know.
finish the pot right then.
I don't know.
And like he had this full pot.
by
that
the
they
way,
got
there
rid
is,
of.
I guess, a ton of spoilers
Wow.
in this.
Sorry, yeah.
But so
40
I will have to warn everybody in the
Yeah,
beginning, like
yeah, yeah.
spoilers. You know.
Well, and it's one of those things where you can talk about a film, but unless you're actually seeing it, you're not quite going to grasp it. You have to see it yourself.
you have to
So
see this movie to
Go
believe it.
check it out on the website.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a website where they can order this.
I know you can get it through Kanaki or something, but I
Okay.
think if you go to like their Facebook for and we'll put all the links on the
That's
bottom.
smart.
So
And Dustin Hubbard pops into the film.
Dustin Hubbard, the
That's
producer
fun.
of the film,
Yay.
plays a I guess was he
Coroner or something?
Coroner. And he does a great job. As the coroner, everybody did a great job. I
And
think.
who was the director guy again? Who did
Seb Godin?
No.
Phil Herman.
Phil Harmon? Yeah.
Phil Herman did a great job, but his part was both, I guess, Dustin and Phil's parts were pretty small. But I think both of them did great. in
And
their whole
then
thing.
Brett Kelly was the radio guy.
Brett Kelly was the radio guy, and Brink Stevens did the voice.
Ricky Stevens did the voice. Wow.
Yes, she was wonderful.
So I like the cover actually.
Yeah, the
Like
cover
that's
looks
pretty
really
cool.
neat. Yeah.
Like I don't know if you showed that. I guess
I
you
did, but we'll show it
Yeah.
again because it is a really cool cover, and the back looks good. And
Nice.
yeah, it was. I had seen it before. I was supposed to do a review of it for Horror News, and I think I got distracted with a million other things that happened. I watched it. I enjoyed it the first time. I was gonna do this review, didn't end up doing it, but I knew they were selling it, and I was like, I gotta buy my copy, man.
So this says it's the special edition. Is that because it's got the commentary part?
Yeah.
I'm guessing, yeah. It's
Okay.
got a commentary
Okay.
at the end of the movie, which is actually kind of a neat thing. You watch the movie, and then it's almost like having two features back to back.
Right,
One
right.
with the commentary and stuff.
And especially since it's only 40 minutes. Like that's a
So
yeah.
it's not
Right,
like
and
80
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
or
a
90
really
minutes.
smart thing to do
Yeah, I love that.
for beginning and for independent film guys out there to be putting that stuff on there because a lot of people don't know about the company, they don't know about the people who make the films, and this is a good chance to sort of talk about what you're doing and what choices you make and why you made them, etc.
Especially a movie like this where like we said, there's a lot of Canadian humor, and there's a lot of things that we probably were like, why did they go that route, or whatever. And I'm guessing that the commentary probably clears a lot of that up, like I hope, I haven't listened to it yet.
And it's it's not a perfect film. It definitely has some issues. I wasn't real happy with I thought the music was intrusive.
Yeah, that was a
and
little
sometimes
loud.
it just drowned out what I couldn't understand some of the dialogue because of that.
What I was actually surprised about was, and the sound was actually, aside from that issue, it was surprisingly well heard, and we get, a lot of independent films, you get really bad sound, period. You can't hear anything that the people are saying, or you have to turn it up like super loud, and then when the music comes on,
it's like blasting you
yeah,
out.
it's-
Yeah. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
and that's so annoying. But this movie didn't really do that, except that one, like a couple parts where the music was a little bit too loud. But aside from that, like it wasn't that bad. So I actually I kind of liked the music, but then I feel like the music kind of took away from the actual the scenes that were happening or whatever.
It was a little distracting sometimes.
There was a couple of montages in there that
All right.
were kind of cool. Like they're kind of different,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like when people are dying, all of a sudden there's like montages or something of other things going on. And
I
like
like
that.
the puppets. I wanted to see more of the puppets.
I think that's probably our biggest complaint was like that there wasn't enough puppets.
Gotta have more puppets.
Gotta have more puppets.
The death scenes, I feel like they could have been a little more like.
Well,
gruesome and, like-
yeah, I gotta say I wasn't exactly buying some of the death scenes against these little puppets, but it's okay. I was willing to forgive it because the puppets were cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we love B independent films, and stuff like that. So we just really enjoy watching a movie like this where they had an idea, they went and they freaking made it with whatever they had.
Yeah, Hollywood's never gonna make a movie like
Yeah.
this.
No.
You only got to go to independent cinema to be able to see a movie like this.
And I like that. I enjoy these kind of movies. So if you enjoy these kind of movies, if you're into like Ghoulies or Critters or anything like
With
that.
a level of gore and sort of gag-inducing kind of icky stuff. There's definitely some of that in there too.
Yeah, and I mean strong language. My other big thing is there was no nudity in it, which I was surprised.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, right. I mean, you're a girl, and you don't want to see naked girls.
The puppets weren't really clothed, so
That's true. There was
It
plenty
was
of nudity.
naked puppets
There's
all over
naked
the
puppets
place.
all over
Naked
the place.
puppets
You
everywhere.
could see everything, and I mean everything.
Hey, yeah, even the
Oh
hands
yeah.
sometimes.
There was
Yeah.
no puppet on puppet action, but maybe the next one they'll do that. Have a little bit of hot puppet love going on.
I know they are working on a sequel.
There you go.
So I'm
There you go.
pretty sure they're working on a sequel.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hopefully, that would be awesome. Some
And more
puppet on
slime.
puppet.
You gotta have more slime.
More slime. There was not enough slime.
Not
There was a
enough
lot
slime.
of slime. There's not enough. There's never
No,
enough
we need
slime.
more slime.
Not enough.
More slime.
More slime.
Like dunk people in slime.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Nickelodeon would love that.
Whoops, can't do that.
Slimelodeon.
Slimelodeon. Well, thank you guys. I think that's pretty much. I mean, we pretty much covered the whole film.
We liked it. Go buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we liked it.
Let's support
please,
some,
please support independent
Yeah.
cinema
Yay.
like Seb and. I really can't wait for their next movie, like Animator, when that comes out. That's also
That should be fun.
That's a fun looking movie. So I can't wait for Slimoids too. I want to see
The
more.
return of the slime.
I think it might end up being longer than this one, so we'll see. What happens. But I'm
Well,
excited.
not to be a spoiler, but we know that at least a certain little slimy guy got away.
Oh,
So maybe he's the one.
maybe
you
it's
know?
one. Well, they did. Okay, another spoiler. If you're like watching this and you haven't seen it, then I don't know why you're watching this at all. Go see it first, then come back and watch this.
Well, they want to know how good it is. Which we've already told them, so turn
So
off
go
the camera.
get it. But yeah, so there at the end they did mention she mentioned that they're all over the place.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's millions of these things. So
Yeah.
Well, and that's cool because then you can have all different kinds of puppets, all different kinds of shapes.
I'm guessing it's
Colors?
probably gonna be
Oh, hot pink.
You know,
Please make a hot pink.
maybe
a hot pink.
A
in
hot
her
pink one, please.
in her absolute hatred of humanity, maybe she puts it in like the water supply.
Yeah.
Oh
you
god.
know. And yeah, well, and see,
There's that slime.
and that one should be set in Florida because Florida's already got a bunch of weirdos down there. Florida man,
My dad
you'd
lives
be
there.
perfect. There you go.
100%.
We're giving you ideas, man. Like, for future sequels.
Florida Slimoids.
No, Florida Slimoids. Well, thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy Slimoids. Go see it. Go buy it. We'll leave a link down at the bottom where you can buy it and everything and purchase it. And tell all your friends.
Yeah.
This is something that if you're really into like independent B movies and stuff like that, this is definitely the movie for you.
And you just
Once-
want to have some fun.
Yes.
once
yes.
again, commentary and other things with it. So you're just, I think you would just get a kick out of it, And if you don't get a kick out of it, then I don't know
Then
why
you support it. Like.
just buy it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, thank you guys for checking this out, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.